All right, guys, listen up. So before we break down these companies that just reported earnings, before we go over their charts, the numbers, my reaction, all that good stuff, don't forget to get up to 16 free stocks for Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. And mind you, each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. Just use that link down below or simply go to StockSurfest.com/Moomoo. And depending on how much money you deposit, guys, you can get a free share of either Google stock or Tesla stock on top of 15 other stocks, guys, guaranteed. So use that link down below. Check out all the details. And of course, that is an affiliate link, guys. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, folks, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. And by the way, guys, make sure to go follow me on Twitter at StockSurfest or just type in Stocks Talk Stocks. We're getting way more active on Twitter. And if you guys want to be a part of the community over there, make sure to go follow me. I appreciate you all as always. And now let's dive right into the video. So check it out. Salesforce is the first one that we're going to break down. Ticker symbol CRM. They just reported numbers, and my goodness, guys, is their stock exploding. Look at this. It closed at $215 per share, up 1.5% on the day. So on the day, it went up 1.5%. Not bad. And after the bell, guys, it is up a whopping $12. At one point, it was up $15 per share. Massive move. You guys can see again, we closed at 215. Now we're pushing 227, and we were at 230 about 40 minutes ago. So percentage-wise, we're up around 5.7% after the bell right now. And at one point, we were up almost, actually over 7%. Unreal. And let me show you guys this before we actually dive into the numbers. If I pull up the 4-hour chart now, we're noticing we're getting awfully close to those highs from, when did we hit those highs? Middle of July. Yeah, 19th of July, roughly, we hit 238. We're getting awfully close to that point. And of course, with this breakout after the bell, we're above the moving averages. We're at a multi-week high. This looks great. And now we're pushing again 230, 235, which is good for the bulls. So let me see exactly what they ended up doing, guys. It looks like they did. Looks like they did. Where is it, guys? Let's see if I scroll down a little bit more. It looks like they did EPS of $1.28, which ended up, I'm assuming that beat. Revenue came in at $8.6 billion. So $1.28 EPS, $8.6 billion revenue. And they see Q3 revenue guidance, guys, of, let's see, Q3 revenue of $8.72 billion. Not bad. What was the estimate on that? Let's see, I'm not actually seeing it, but it looks like here they beat on EPS and they beat on revenue, which is good. Operating margin, non-GAAP operating margin is 31.6%. GAAP operating margin is roughly 17%. Let me see if I come up here a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like they see Q3 revenue of 8.72 billion versus the 8.66 billion. So that's above. That's great. Above the estimate. And let's see here. It looks like full year 24 revenue is also above the estimate. Really good sign here, guys. Looks like full year 24 is roughly 34.7 to 34.8 billion versus the 34.65 billion expected. So pretty good guidance there. They beat EPS, beat revenue, operating margins, not that bad right now. And yeah, that'll do it, guys. It looks like full year 24 adjusted EPS is well above the estimates, the guidance. They're looking to do $8.04 to 6 cents, and the estimate was $7.45. So well above the estimate. So it makes sense to me. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty obvious, right? It makes sense to me why the stock is ripping. And at this point, we could be taking out the recent highs, no doubt about it. But I do not believe we're anywhere near all-time highs yet. Yeah, all-time highs were 311. Now we're at, what, 230. So we're still, a good ways away from 311. But it looks like we're heading in the right direction, at least for the bulls, right? The next one here that I want to break down is CrowdStrike, guys. Another one that just reported earnings. Let me actually pull it up and see. It looks like we're still in this ascending triangle, right? Higher lows have been made for months, but we also, at the same time, have resistance at about 165, 170. We've had that for a couple of months. So CrowdStrike at this point, it looks like if I pull the intraday up, it looks like initially it shot up to 157. So it closed at 149, shot to 157. That was a 5.3% move. And now we're at 147 after the bell. So we are down about $2 here after the bell right now, which really is not the end of the world. It's only down $2, 1.5-ish%, if that. So let's see what CrowdStrike ended up reporting. It looks like they beat EPS 74 cents versus 56 cents. That's great. That's awesome. And they ended up beating on sales, 731.63 million versus 724.13 million expected. All right, double beat for CrowdStrike, and it looks like they see Q3 EPS of 74 cents versus the 60 cents expected. All right, great guidance. And for revenue, 775.4 million versus 778 million versus 778 million rather, versus the 773 million expected. So they beat EPS, beat revenue. Guidance is above the estimates for EPS and revenue, and that's for Q3, by the way. And for full year 24 guidance, 280 to 284 EPS versus the 239 expected. That's great. And revenue, 3.03 billion to 3.04 versus the 3.02 billion expected. So very good quarter for CrowdStrike. They beat estimates. Guidance is very strong, and somehow, some way, guys, the stock is down about 1% here after the bell. Not the end of the world, and mind you, it's still holding an uptrend right now. We're pretty oversold, in my opinion. Maybe we make a move, right around this trend line here in the mid 140s. Maybe, big maybe. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but I'm going to set my alert at 150. We'll see if it bounces through that point. If so, momentum could start turning towards the bulls' favor, and that's where I'm looking to catch a trade on CRWD. So the next stock is my dog's favorite, and she probably doesn't even know it, or maybe she does know it. I don't know. It is CHWY, guys. Ticker symbol CHWY, which, my goodness, guys, has this stock gotten destroyed? I mean, are you seeing what I'm seeing right here? This thing was at what, $52 back in February, and now we're at, well, 27, which, if my math's correct, that's pretty dang close to a 50% drop. And now that they just reported earnings, it's not looking much different. In fact, it's actually selling off more after the bell, after we got a pop initially when the numbers came out. So it looks like when the numbers came out, the stock went from 27 to 30, all right, but now it's back to $27. So let's see what CHWY ended up reporting, guys. It looks like they did 15 cents EPS, all right. That beat the negative 5 cents expected, so that's good. A surprise profit there, as they beat on sales as well. 2.78 billion versus 2.76 billion expected. So double beat there for CHWY. I'm not seeing anything here on guidance, but either way, man, this thing has been destroyed, and as a trade, I'm not liking it at all. Maybe there's value here as a long-term investment. I haven't done much research into it as of late. I looked at the numbers a while ago, but maybe we can do an update on CHWY, guys. But at this point, they double beat. The stock's down 50% pretty much year to date. There could be value there, but right now the chart is not looking good at all. Another one that just reported, guys, is OKTA, ticker symbol OKTA. This one went up 2.4%, it seems like, on the day, and now it's completely rocketing after the bell. You guys can see it is up a whopping, let me show you this, 10%, and initially when the earnings came out, it was up 15%, which is just unbelievable. So OKTA's numbers came out. Let me see what they did, guys. It looks like they did 31 cents EPS on an adjusted basis, which beat the 22 cents expected, and they beat on sales, 556 million versus 534 million expected. So double beat for OKTA, which is great. And it looks like here are they they boosted their full year 24 revenue outlook and their full year 24 adjusted EPS outlook, which is nice, and they're doing that by a wide margin here. So OKTA stock is on fire right now after the bell, guys. Again, it is up roughly 10-15%, and it's completely breaking out. Definitely one of those that arguably is a little bit overbought now, but for sure momentum's in the bulls' favor. And the last one for the video, guys, which I have a guilty pleasure at this store, guys. It is Five Below. Do you guys know that there's a section at Five Below where it's like you get 10 pieces of candy for $1? Every time I go there or walk by it, I'm like, maybe I should go in there and get the 10 pieces of candy for $1. And I always do. Well, not always, but whenever I'm by Five Below and I'm craving a little candy, I have a little sweet tooth, I do that, and that's my that's me supporting the business here, guys. And if you're a shareholder, you should thank me because I've donated, or not donated, but I've given a ton of business to Five Below over the years in $1 increments. But yeah, look, Five Below, they just reported earnings and their stock is not looking good at all. In fact, it is down $13. It is collapsing here after the bell. Now it's almost at a low on this 4-hour chart. So it looks like they did EPS of 84 cents, which beat the 83 cents. That's good. And they beat on sales, 759 million versus 758.59 million. So a slight beat, but nonetheless, they did beat EPS and revenue. And the crappy thing is, guys, the reason why they're down big time, 12, 13 bucks after the bell, is the fact that they guided down. They now see Q3 EPS of 17 to 25 cents versus the 40 cents expected, and revenue of 715 million to 730 million versus 737 million dollars. So guidance is not looking pretty for Q3, well under the estimates, which is clearly the big reason here, to why Five Below's falling 13 bucks, and percentage wise that is, let's see, 7%. So big drop for Five Below here, guys. And by the looks of it, man, this to me is a descending triangle, is it not? You guys see that? So we could be falling potentially under that point. So what do you guys think? And by that point, I mean 170. What do you guys think? And 165. That's another big spot. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to hit that like button and to subscribe. I appreciate you all as always. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks from Moomoo. It is free money, guys. I'm telling you, this is the best promo by far right now. Just use that link down below. With just a $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000 right off the bat. And fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And guys, listen to this. Fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it, guys. Use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.